Welcome to episode 55
Yes.
of the Tay and Tristan Hour. We are here on a
Oh
dreary...
my gosh.
Watch out.
This thing never sits right anyway.
We're here on a dreary, cloudy day.
In Florida.
Yeah, I got caught in the rain a few times today. That wasn't fun.
What part were you in?
What do you mean, on the south side? It was
It
raining hard.
didn't rain over here.
It was raining hard over there. I got soaked. Well,
Oh.
not soaked, but I got wet.
Well, I'm glad I didn't go over there because I was planning on going over there to shop. So I'm glad I didn't go over there.
Yeah, it was raining hard for a while.
Oh, good.
The most
Good
annoying...
for me.
I love the rain, but I don't love getting wet. Unless I decide that I like getting wet. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Like sometimes like you just accept it. Or you want you want to be showered by the rain or whatever. But when I'm
Okay.
working, I don't want to get soaked like that.
Well, no.
The worst is when your socks get wet. That's the worst
I
part.
don't even like stepping into like a melted ice cube in the kitchen in this house. That's like the worst. With my socks on, I have to stop what I'm doing and go take off my sock.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, because getting your socks wet is the worst.
I know. I don't know what is that. It's a moist.
just feels...
It's the same thing with people who don't. It's moist. It's gross.
It just feels so uncomfortable.
Yeah, like I can get any other garment wet, but a sock, no.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
That's the worst. And then when you can't help it, like when I'm delivering and it's raining all day and my socks are just wet the whole day,
Yeah.
and then you leave and come home and they're still wet, but like your socks dry up and get all crusty and stuff.
Ew.
Yeah. That's the worst.
Oh, and you know they have an awful smell to them.
Awful. Awful.
So that's what that smell is in your room.
What do you mean? Don't say that.
You brought it up, man.
I didn't say anything about that.
You had to bring it up. You knew it was going to go down that path.
Whatever.
No, see, now he has nothing to say.
I'm just saying, yeah, but that is annoying.
That's weird. I don't even understand why it was raining over there. Florida's weird. It didn't rain. I haven't had one drop of rain on me all day, and I've been downtown and west side.
Where'd you go downtown?
To church.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
My church is downtown.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad I didn't go to the south side because I was thinking about going over there to shop to get some more stuff for our walls because they're a mess right now.
Yeah.
So just trying to do some. I'm just glad I was gonna go shopping over there. So, but I decided not to.
I do wish it would snow here, honestly.
Boy, shut your mouth.
No, but the thing is, if it snowed here, it wouldn't stay on the ground because the ground is so warm. So if it snowed here, it would just be like, it wouldn't get piled up.
It has snowed in Jacksonville though, like years.
Yeah, 40 years ago almost.
So like I said, shut your mouth.
Remember they were saying this past winter that, oh, we're going to get snow. It's going to snow.
It was cold though.
And we didn't get any snow. Georgia got...
Fair.
Well, doesn't it snow in Georgia every year? I think it does.
I don't know. But Georgia got snow, I think.
Yeah, I think they snowed.
Yeah, they did. Boy, be quiet. I did not move here to Florida for snow. I moved away from snow and I moved away from ice. I don't need that. So be quiet. Don't even speak it anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Don't.
I'm just saying it would be a cool one-time experience at least.
The only time would
During
be
Christmas.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. No other time.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. We just get freaking... It's just a sunny Christmas.
We get a
which
sunny
is fine.
Christmas,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's cold.
Well, yeah, it gets a little chilly,
Yeah.
but...
I don't know. It was sunshine, and I was riding my bike last Christmas. I had a blast. I was out there riding bikes with the kitties.
Yeah.
It was nice. And Drika was running alongside our little dog.
Yeah.
So I still need to get a basket on my bike for the dog, so I could be like, she could be like Toto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like
what's her name? What's her name?
Dorothy.
Oh, Dorothy. Yeah, from Wizard of Oz.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz or The Wiz.
I don't know. I like The Wiz, but I like The Wizard of Oz. It's what I grew up watching.
If you had to choose, so you would say you would pick The Wiz over The Wizard of Oz?
No, I like The Wizard of Oz.
But which one's better?
I don't know. I like them both.
Yeah, they're both good.
They're both good. I don't want to pick a favorite.
Yeah, The Wiz is a black classic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know, speaking, we were just talking about snow. You know, you've probably heard that. But a lot of people have probably heard this. But you know how it snows in the movie at some point.
Yes.
You know, all of that snow was asbestos.
Yeah, and the original Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all asbestos.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. They didn't care at all back then.
No. And people are like, "How did I get cancer?" Well,
I know, like they had no standards at all.
yeah, they had
no
no
safety standards
safety,
whatsoever.
no OSHA,
No,
nothing.
that's horrible.
And nowadays, people just don't care. It's
Yeah.
like if something's bad, they don't care. It's crazy. We've kind of come 360 around.
Yeah, well, that's
nuts.
kind of always been the case, but I guess
Crazy.
they weren't as informed back then about what was good and
And
what
what
was
was
bad
bad.
for you.
Well, there was still probably nobody was doing research then in Hollywood. Nobody cared. They just wanted to make it look good.
Yeah.
You know, how do we make it look real?
Mhm.
That was it.
But in general, back then, like they used to
They didn't
say
care about
that
anything.
cigarettes were good for you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a filter on that cigarette.
Yeah. But they would like actively say that like this is good for you. You should smoke this.
Well, they still will try to say one glass of red wine is good for you. You know, it doesn't. You know, you're not gonna get addicted to alcohol. And some
Yeah.
people don't, but they have done so much research that says there's different. You know, everybody's body is not the same, and you know, people process alcohol differently
Yeah.
than other people. So some people can socially drink, some people can't. So yeah, that one glass of red wine that somebody else may be able to have, one other person can't
Mhm.
because they won't be able to put it down, you know. So yeah.
I have
People were misinformed then.
I have seen a lot of old people though say they'll ask them like, "What's your secret?" And some of them will say, "Jack Daniels,"
Yeah.
or something
And
like
one
that.
shot a day.
Yeah.
One shot of what? Whiskey.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah, it's so
Okay.
crazy.
Well, maybe I'll try that. No, you can't, because that may not work for you. You know.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I
Yeah,
know.
it's crazy.
Well, that's amazing to me how like people will try one thing that's maybe worked for somebody else, no matter if it's healthy for them or not. They'll try it
Mhm.
just instead of putting in the work to figure out what actually works for them.
Well, how else are you gonna find out?
You know, well, you talk to your doctor and then you try.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
doctors don't know everything.
I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying they know everything, but that's why you know, if you're going with somebody who's done research and
Yeah.
they're a
Well,
little
you
bit
should do.
educated on it,
Yeah.
that you base it, that gives you a foundation. It's not that you just do everything that they say, but that gives you a foundation and then you research some things.
Yeah.
But you just don't go based off of somebody saying, "Oh yeah, man, this is why I've lived as long as I have." You don't know if that person's got something internally going on.
Mhm.
People just kind of go by the outside
Yeah.
look, you know, and who knows if that person hasn't had some work done. You just don't know. You know,
Mhm.
you can't base it off of what somebody looks like physically on the outside. You don't know
Yeah.
what's going on the inside. So it's best if people just talk to their doctor and
Yeah.
work with the nutritionist if you're trying to get healthy and you
Mhm.
know
Yeah, because there's
try
a
to
lot.
eat right. It's
There's
just basic. It's basic common sense. It's really not that hard.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not. But it's not convenient either.
What do you mean? It's not convenient.
I'm saying living a healthy lifestyle for a lot of people just see it as inconvenient.
Why? I mean, explain.
I just mean like they have to go out of their way to try to be healthy. People just want to eat what they want to eat and do what they want to do, and just
I don't think that's inconvenience. That's just
I'm
you
saying
just
to
wanna-
people it's inconvenient.
Well, I mean, it just sounds like they just don't want to They just don't want to do it. I don't
Yeah,
think that's.
because they think of it as an inconvenience.
No, I think that it's just like they don't want to make the. They just don't. Well, yeah, they don't want to take the time to do it. Yeah.
I'm saying it's convenient to just stay with your
Keep
old
as
habits.
habits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no motivation to do it.
Yeah.
Motivation or self-discipline. Self-discipline's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard. It's hard to do. I will say that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's hard because I found myself slipping and stuff. It's hard. It's like you can be motivated for so long,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's hard to kind of keep it up, but it takes a while to unlearn a habit
Yeah. Except for people that just grew up
with that
like,
lifestyle.
yeah, like their parents made them eat healthy. They couldn't eat certain things.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
easier.
they're used to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're used to it. That's just their lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They know. Yeah. They're just used to it.
Yeah.
Worked out, They were active.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to change that. And I think those changes come for people later in life if they've had a medical issue. Like for me, like I told you, like when my doctor was like, "Hey, you have elevated cholesterol."
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be taking medication. I do not want to take medication.
No.
So that's a motivation for me to change my diet
Mm-hmm.
and try not to eat so many sweets.
Yeah.
If I do eat sweets, I try to eat them in moderation.
Mhm.
And then I've noticed if I do eat them, I don't feel good and just
Yeah.
my body doesn't feel right. So I try to stay away.
Yeah.
But yeah. And food, it doesn't taste as good either after you eat fresh foods and cook
Whole
different
foods.
whole foods
Yeah.
that are good for you. And then you go back to processed. It's so different.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's convenient because stuff is quick. And
Yeah, exactly.
your brain is telling you, well, let's just eat something fast and quick and
Mhm.
tastes good. But there's like the logical part of your brain that's like, no,
Yeah.
you need to stay on your diet.
Yeah.
And you need to work out. Why haven't you been working out and walking?
Yeah, but your taste buds are saying something different.
Yeah, your taste buds are like, no, we want that pizza,
Give it to me.
cheesy bread.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ice cream.
Yes, cake.
Yeah.
Cookies. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's when you got to flick that devil off your shoulder.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult.
And it's been so hot. I have not been able to walk at noon like I want to on my lunch break. It's been too hot.
It's the best time to do
I
it.
did. No, I'm not walking. You want me to pass out so I can't work the rest of the day? No, I can't do it. It's too hot at 12:30. It's just too hot.
Yeah.
It had been the last week. And then if it wasn't, it'd be raining or something. So
Mhm.
it was like, okay. And then, but I did walk, like after work, I think the other day.
Mhm.
And it was nice.
Yeah.
Like 7:30, something like that.
Mhm.
So yeah. Okay.
What do you think about this? Is kind of an old it's kind of old news, but since I get it's kind of off topic, but whatever. I just thought about it. So a while ago in California, they banned flavored nicotine products.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew?
Flavored nicotine.
I'm saying like flavored vapes. They have different flavors.
Oh, okay.
Menthol cigarettes they banned.
What?
Yeah, they banned menthol cigarettes, and there was a big uproar from the black community because they thought it was racist.
Oh my gosh.
Because
That figures.
there's just, I mean, there's the stereotype that,
All black people smoke menthol
smoke
cigarettes.
menthols.
Probably a big majority of them do.
Well, yeah, you used to smoke menthols.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of black people do.
Man, those
smoke
Camel
menthols.
Crushes were so good, dude. Those Camel Crushes, you pop the little thing.
I know.
With the menthol.
Look, he's having like a freaking trigger. Oh my
No,
gosh.
no,
Like,
no.
I need a menthol crush.
No.
You don't need those.
But do you think that would actually even keep people from smoking? I mean, I guess maybe it would keep some people from smoking if there's no flavor. If people just love menthol or strawberry vapes or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know if it would.
I think actually their main goal was to keep kids from,
vaping.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they think they would be attracted to the flavors, I guess.
Yeah. Which they would. That would be like their mentality. Something tastes good, they're gonna keep doing it, right?
Yeah.
Because you like that. It's how our brains are wired,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't know. It maybe, but then if once you take it's almost like classical conditioning, because even like once you would take away like the taste of it, if the brain or the stimulus is already like I because like the stimulus would be like the flavor, right? And if they're already engaged in that and there's still nicotine in there, they could take that flavor out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter if the brain is like, oh, vaping,
Yeah.
and they're associating the vaping with the flavor,
Yeah.
but they're still their brain like they're still addicted to the nicotine. The
Mm-hmm.
flavor won't even matter,
Yeah,
right?
I don't
Because
think
they can
so.
associate vaping with nicotine. The flavor won't matter. Like that,
Yeah.
the flavor will be like nothing. It won't matter.
Yeah.
They're kind of like associated if I explain classical conditioning, right? But, it's just it won't matter. The flavor will just kind of be a thing. Or if they could associate, like, if let's say strawberry is like their favorite flavor of vape or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
grape or whatever it is. If they hear that, then maybe they'll think, oh, I want to go vape.
Yeah.
It's association. And then, they'll still want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't believe banning it is going to do
Yeah, I
anything.
think it's silly.
I believe if somebody wants to stop vaping, they'll vape. I don't think making those things illegal is gonna.
It's not
I
going to
that
keep
that's
people from
not.
doing it.
No, it's almost kind of like it's the same thing where you can make certain types of firearms illegal. Do people still buy them on the? Yeah, of course they do. They buy them on the black market or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same thing where okay, cocaine and crack and heroin is illegal. Do people still buy it? Yes, they do.
Yeah.
So that's not. I don't understand why people don't. I don't get how people don't understand that's not the solution
Mm-hmm.
to how we fix things. So you have to educate people, and it's parents, teachers, whoever, they don't want to take the time to educate their kids about anything anymore.
Yeah.
They expect social media to do it,
Yeah,
and
they
they're
let the
not
internet
going
do it.
to, yeah, and they're not going to educate them in the way a parent or a teacher or somebody who cares about the kids are going to do it. That's
Mm-hmm.
just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, taking it and making something illegal is not the solution. It's not going to fix it. It's like this is insanity. That's the definition of insanity that we teach in addiction, right? Counseling. It's just like you keep repeating the same behavior, expecting a different outcome.
Yeah.
It's not going to, this is insanity.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
Not at
They're
all.
still going to go vape unless they want to stop vaping.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to educate them about vaping. They have to continue to do research, maybe about the long-term effects of it, which means doing like clinical trials and studies on people
Yeah.
who are vaping and have been vaping for a long time. But I don't even know if they want to do that or take the time to do that. That's the only way you're going to know what the long-term effects, and then that's how you'll educate people about it.
Yeah.
It's the
I'm
only
sure
way.
they'll do that at some point.
Yeah. Well, they don't think that there's a problem. Oh, they're not smoking cigarettes that have all. They took. Look how much research went into, um, cigarette smoking
Yeah.
and the long term effects of it, and the Surgeon General warnings that needed to be placed on cigarettes
Mm-hmm.
packs when you bought them, and all of the campaigns that they had. Of people with the voice boxes,
Yeah.
that were promoting like this is why you don't smoke. There's nothing like that even kind of beginning to form about vaping.
Yeah.
They
That's true.
see it as a safe alternative to cigarette
Well,
smoking.
no, that's not true. I've seen some
I haven't
advertisements
seen
for
any,
that.
but yeah, I mean,
I've
if you've
seen
seen
some.
some, please let me know. I haven't seen any.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not on social media that much,
Yeah.
but
No, yeah, I've definitely seen that. Maybe not people with holes in their
well, no,
throat,
but because they
but
don't know, because I don't know if there's been a lot of research about the long-term effects of vaping. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there hasn't been any fatalities or people having gotten cancer or Like I've heard of people mention popcorn lung because of vaping, but is there scientific proof to back it up?
Yeah.
Or is that just an influencer or people on the internet saying that?
Yeah.
So
For that in particular, I think what that actually is what people would do is people would go to the store and buy vitamin E oil,
mhm.
and they would use that to put like like extract of weed, like wax or whatever, and they would vape with the vitamin E oil. But the vitamin
Okay.
E oil just tears up your lungs. Like you're not
Okay.
supposed to inhale that.
Yeah.
So I think that's really where the popcorn lung thing came from.
Okay.
Yeah. Like they
Okay.
don't put that in like disposable vapes or
Right.
regular vape juice or whatever,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. I don't know why people would put that in their vapes.
Well, it's people that are like they're like doing it themselves
Yeah.
at home. They're doing DIY weed
Mm.
vapes, you know. I remember when I was working at the neighborhood market in Missouri and these two kids came up to me and asked me where the vitamin E oil was. I was like, "Oh my god, I know exactly what they're doing."
Yeah.
You know.
You should have been like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you
Maybe I
mean? You
should've.
work here. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's the danger. That's what I'm saying. So uneducated about things, about those types of things.
Yeah. Would you be against them banning cigarettes? Maybe not tobacco, but like processed like cigarettes.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of yeah. I mean, it's killing people. Sure.
It has killed a lot of
It's
people.
killed a lot of people. Causes a lot of I mean, it causes cancer, it kills people, at the same time. Um I mean, yeah, it has like the Surgeon General's warning. I mean, people, and then if people still continue, I mean, everybody has a choice, right? But, um, yeah, I mean, all of these different chemicals that they put in it, it doesn't tell you everything that's in.
Mhm.
Or if they don't ban them, then they should tell you everything, every ingredient that goes into making cigarettes.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
should put a
Yeah, there
label.
definitely should be an ingredient on
Yes,
anything consumable.
right.
There should be an ingredients list.
Yeah.
Whether that's eating or smoking or topical stuff,
Yes.
everything should have an ingredients list.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a law actually.
Everything does but cigarettes.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, everything does, but
Well, I guess yeah, probably I guess it is already a law, but not for that.
not for that, no.
Yeah.
But ask yourself why.
'Cause it's
All these years that cigarettes have been on the market,
yeah.
there's never been an ingredients list. A Surgeon General's warning,
Mhm.
but never an ingredients list.
Yeah, and in Australia, they put pictures of like people with like black lungs on
Mhm.
there, or people who've gotten like serious
Yeah.
diseases from smoking. They put a
Yeah.
picture of it on the
Yep.
cartons.
Yeah. They should. And people will still buy cigarettes because they're addicted to the nicotine. Like it took a long time for me to stop smoking.
Yeah.
It did. Yes. Of course, Tristan was very disappointed because he didn't get to
No.
have his Camel Crush anymore.
That's not true.
Yeah, it did. You're like, man, I missed it. You just said it.
No, I
You're
didn't say I missed
did-
it.
Man, you really had the little ball where you crush it.
I didn't say I
Um,
missed it. I'm just
Oh
saying.
my gosh, boy, please.
I'm just saying, like, it was nice when I was.
And then whenever I quit, he was like, "Well, I guess I'm quitting too."
Yeah.
Everything I have done, it's just I'm glad because then you don't smoke, you vape, but okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever I got that lagging kind of cough, like it always felt like I had to clear my throat. I was like, "Oh no!" And I was like, "This is not happening." I was like, "No." Mm-mm."
Yeah.
I was like, "I gotta quit." And so Chantix was the only thing that worked for me. And yeah, that was the only thing that helped. And I have not smoked.
It's so funny how things, how times change. Like when you were in high school, you would go to the bathroom and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in high school, we would go to the bathroom and hit a vape. You know, and come back to the class all
I know.
dizzy and woozy, like,
Yeah.
oh, because it's a lot
Yeah.
of nicotine.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
we
mean?
would spray like perfume or try to air ourselves
That
out.
doesn't
Not
help.
it really doesn't.
That
Like
doesn't
the
help.
just like the teachers would know. Like they'd be like, "What is this?" And you would, and it was so weird because the teachers would always come by you. It's like you knew that the teachers knew
Yeah.
that you were smoking,
Hmm.
and it's like,
Yeah,
why
it
is
gets
this
so
teacher
obvious.
like why is this teacher coming by me? It's like, man, it's just they did it on purpose.
Did that ever happen to you with weed smell on you?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it all the time. Because
So
they knew it. They knew it in high school. They did. I mean,
yeah.
come on, they did. But it was just like, oh my god. And then of course you're paranoid.
Oh my god, yeah.
So of course, it's like, oh gosh.
That used to happen to me. Listen, guys, I'm not an angel. I wasn't an angel my whole life. Okay,
Of course
I've
not. We never
done
are.
my things, but
Yeah.
in high school, I don't know. I've probably already said this on the podcast, but I had we had I was in a media class in freshman year where we basically like filmed videos, like we had video
Yeah.
projects
Yep.
and stuff, and we could go outside to film stuff.
Yeah.
And me and my friend Bob would go out.
Is that his real name?
Yeah, Bob. Yeah.
That's usually what you call people when you're trying to hide an identity.
No, that's his real name. That's his real name, Bob. His name is Bob. Just this super duper stoner kid. And we used to go out by
You just be putting people on blast. You can't just put
No, he's
people.
cool with it. I'm sure
How do you know?
I don't know, but he's
You
cool.
just
He's a
can't-
chill guy.
We don't know if this is Bob. Okay, so
Listen,
you just
no.
can't be putting people on blast like that.
This is just what happened, and he wouldn't mind. But me and Bob
Bob Smith.
and sometimes some other people, whoever we were working with, would go to the baseball dugout, like down the hill, like where the baseball field was. We would sit in the dugout and smoke out of a potato. At least we did a couple times. He would bring a potato. And we'd smoke
Don't
out of the
incriminate yourself. What are you doing?
What? What? It's fine. I'm not gonna go to jail.
No.
But
No, we do live in the state of Florida. You just don't know.
yeah, who knows?
Well, this was years ago.
But I remember going back inside.
Out of a
We'd-
potato.
Yeah, I mean you could smoke weed out of it. Apples. I've done apples, potatoes, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, kids kids get creative. Kids who can't afford.
Times have changed.
Yeah,
That's what gets me. Okay, so I always have to go the other route, right? Because this is why the generational thing. So it's amazing to me where like I have asked you before. I'm like, what do you want to do with your life, and what's going on with this generation now, and you guys were like so creative in how you can use marijuana.
yeah.
But it's like, well, what do you want to do? You're like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my life. We just don't know. We're not worried about college. We just want to be entrepreneurs. Well, what do you want to do? What kind of business do you want to start? I don't know. We just kind of let things flow to us. That's so. But you can come up with all of these creative ways
Yeah,
to like smoke. But
but I'm sure.
it's just come
I'm
on.
sure kids were always doing that.
No,
Kids will find a way to smoke weed. No
but
matter
you can
what.
find a way to be an entrepreneur. That's what I'm saying. Like there's ways to there's ways to channel that into something that's more positive and productive. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What is that noise? Is that
Thunder.
thunder? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's getting ready to rain over here.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, it's cloudy.
I thought maybe Johnny fell in the living room or something. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was getting ready to bust a move up out of here. I was getting ready to be like, oh my gosh, my husband fell out. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just like baffled sometimes. But maybe that's just me, just because I'm older.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We were just like, I think my generation was just a little bit more driven. Back in the 90s when we all graduated high school,
Mm-hmm.
people went straight to college. Like they had their summer off, they went straight to college. They were like,
Yeah.
this is what, like when people, like when a lot of my classmates, like whenever I in our class, I was supposed to be a class of 95, but I graduated a year late.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
Just
didn't know that.
yeah, just because I skipped school a lot because, I was out partying,
Yeah.
So I graduated a year later and I went back cuz I quit I quit school in my second semester of my senior year.
Really?
I did. And we all make mistakes, but I went back as kind of like I took that some I always think like I took the semester off and then I had the summer.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to go back. And so I went back to school and I just finished a year later.
Mm-hmm.
Um and and I'm happy I did. I don't have any shame about it or
Yeah.
anything. But in the class, like I graduated in the class of 96, and like people like my classmates, they like everybody had a plan and they all are pretty much doing what they all I think wanted to do, like had plans. And I just think as the years have gone by, like it's just the mentalities have changed. That's all. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think like we didn't start off growing up with the internet and all of this, and that kind of came into the picture while we were in high school. Like I remember having typing class,
Yeah.
and like we had to learn how to type like on a typewriter.
Mm-hmm.
Not a computer, but I do remember having like typing one, and then when we had the computers and we had floppy drives
Yeah.
and I mean and the hard drives, and then the internet came along, so we just grew up. We knew life before that, and so you guys grew up with the internet. You did your homework on laptops. You guys all had laptops
Mm-hmm.
to bring home, or miniature lap, whatever they were.
Yeah.
And I mean that's just how your generation grew up, So
Yeah.
I think the priorities changed, the goals changed, and how you see the world and what you want to do changes. So
Yeah, for
just a
sure.
different perspective.
Yeah.
But hence why I wanted to do the podcast. So when you talk about like how creative people are, how teenagers are whenever they're smoking, it's like, why are you guys not channeling that into something like how you want to live your life? And they're like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my life. It's like, oh my
Oh.
gosh. Oh my gosh. If I handed you a potato and some pot, you'd figure out how to smoke that.
Well, yeah.
Let me just give you a big bowl of fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
Now come up with something.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. Gotta love it, I guess.
Yeah.
These are probably the people that are going to be running our country.
Well, no. There's, a lot of
Amazing.
there's a lot of people, younger people now that are there's a growing young population of more conservative people
That is
that
true.
are totally against stuff like that, against doing drugs and whatever
Good.
else.
I hope so. That's good.
Yeah.
That is good. I will say, yeah, yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I can't go
Yeah, I
with
think
it, but I agree with that.
conservatism among my generation has grown like immensely,
Hmm.
I would say.
What do you consider yourself to be?
Oh my god, really?
I'm not. Yeah, yeah.
I
You
don't
ask
know.
me a lot of questions every podcast.
Yeah.
What do you consider yourself to be? Are you conservative?
I'd say I'm a centrist.
Okay.
I'd say I'm a centrist.
So you do have some conservative views, though.
I don't know what that means. Like, what's a conservative view?
Are you conservative when it comes to money? Are you conservative when it comes to?
I don't even know what that means. Like, people say, oh, I'm socially liberal and fiscally conservative. I don't even know what fiscally conservative
It
means.
means that you don't want to spend money on maybe frivolous things, or you are.
But that's like personally. I mean like the system as a whole.
Hmm.
If you agree with, um,
Well,
you
you
know what I
don't
mean?
want to waste the money on programs that don't work, that
Well, yeah,
don't
but I
serve
don't
the
think any
people.
side wants to do that. Like
Right.
I'm for um I think there should be welfare. I think the government should spend some money to help people who
Hmm.
are, have less.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm for that.
Well, some people would call that socialism.
Yeah, but the fire department is socialism too,
Very good point.
you know?
Could be.
Yeah,
But
it
then
is.
some people would be like, well, no, they're just serving their community. Everybody has a different perspective. This is where
Well,
people
yeah,
kind of get into, yeah.
well, yeah, I guess.
But it's not.
But it's still sort of a
Right.
socialist thing to have a fire department that just,
But is it?
I don't know.
I would go back and forth with him. He'd be like, "Oh my gosh, man, what?" So I think this is where people, I think, just need to understand what those terms mean before they use them. That's what I would
Yeah.
say, because there's some certain terms that I don't know what they, exactly what they mean, but I want to research them and know exactly what they are and what context they're being used. And
Hmm.
that's what I think a lot of people need to know. That's
Yeah.
all. Because if somebody comes up to you and they say, "Well, you're conservative this way, but you're more liberal this way," you want to be able to engage with them and know exactly what you're standing for. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, if people don't know who they are, like seriously who they are and what they stand for, you'll fall for anything. You're going to fall for whatever people try to persuade you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
people will pick up on that. So you need to know, like, what you stand for. Like, seriously, what you stand for,
Yeah.
your principles and everything. That way people can't try to dissuade you or into something that you don't morally and ethically believe in. Just
Yeah.
saying. Just saying as your mother. Just,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't like
Yeah.
being labeled like that.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it just,
Yeah.
like, people label themselves conservative or liberal or whatever. They want to be part of a team,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel that need to pick a side and be part of a team. I just choose whatever ideas I agree with, and you know, that's what I agree with, no
Yeah.
matter what side it comes from,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To me, it's just about right and wrong.
Very true. Which is what it should be.
Yeah.
It should be right and wrong. What is moral? What
But
is
there's
immoral?
people that think if you're a liberal person, they think that conservatives are always they're the wrong side. They're just completely the wrong.
Yeah, and I disagree with that.
And the other side feels the same way.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
It's
So like
crazy.
I'm agree with you. Like I'm more I have considered myself to be a liberal on certain issues. Um just based and the only reason why I say that is just because I base it off of my own personal life experiences.
Mhm.
Um that I've gone through. Not anything that anybody else is going through, okay? Um and then there's certain areas where I am conservative. Like I can look at what certain Republicans are saying and doing, and I agree with that. I don't disagree with it.
Mhm.
But it is about, are they doing it for the right reasons?
Yeah.
What is the reason why you're doing it or not doing something? You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
what it comes down to. It's and that's the whole point. Is it something that's moral or is it immoral? And is it ethical
Yeah.
or unethical? That's the whole thing of it, and yeah, I mean, there's things that where I'm like, nope, I don't agree with that. And I mean, just because somebody's a Republican, Democrat, there's Democrats I don't agree with and don't like.
Yeah.
And it goes, but it's just, people should be nice, respectful, loving, caring, and that's who we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
It really is, and it's not. And wrong is wrong.
Mhm.
That's how it is, man.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
And I
People
think
overcomplicate it. It's
uh,
really that simple.
and I think we all have more
Yeah,
things in common than we do
we really do.
apart.
We
We
really
all
do.
basically want the same things. We want,
Yes.
you know, to be happy and healthy, and for our families to be happy and healthy, and just want to live a good life.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can agree on that at least,
Yeah.
you know.
Now there's some people that like being miserable. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
they really do, and they don't. They want. They want to do evil things. There are people out there like that. I
Yeah,
think
but
a majority of people do want peace, and they do want to they just want to be left alone and live their life and just be happy with their families. I think that is the majority of people in the world, honestly. There is a majority of there is a minority of people who, however big or small, that do not want that. There are people in this world that love chaos, that love division, that love hate. That is the reality of the world that we live in.
Yeah, that's true. But I think people that are like that have just experienced like incredible trauma in their life. It's just, it seems people that are like that, it seems it's just a response to horrible things that have happened to them or horrible things that they've seen.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that have trauma, Tristan, and they don't want that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody
Yeah.
responds to things differently.
I think that those are the people that maybe are experiencing that are not trying to get help for that trauma.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
Um but there's a lot of people who have trauma that they don't want hate and division. And
Yeah.
then there's just purely evil people in the world.
Mhm.
It just is. Yeah. You ain't getting rid of that. You ain't changing that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people too that it's they want hate and division for, what am I trying to say? For profit,
Yes, they do. Very true.
you know.
Yes. Mhm. Yeah.
Or they justify it because, oh, look how much money this is making, or
Mhm.
whatever it is,
Yep. Very true.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I say? I'm just always like, you know, I don't, like I've always said, like I'm very respectful, and I always pick up on people's energy, as they say, and I read the room.
Mhm.
Remember to always read the room. Any room you go into, I don't care. I don't base it off of race or anything like that. It's a person's energy.
Yeah.
Always read the room. If you walk in somewhere and like you don't feel comfortable and you're like something's off, hightail it out of there.
Yeah.
Get out. Be like, I gotta go, and leave. I'm just saying, because if something ain't right.
Yeah, for sure.
People's energy be off sometimes. It's
Yeah.
just like something ain't right. I don't know what's wrong with you, but something's wrong with you. I
Yeah.
ran into a lot of people like that in the past. Um, but I'm around, like I said, I'm around you, my husband, my friends, and that's it. And my dog.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm happy and I'm content with that. And that's okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people need to be happy with.
Mhm.
They should. I want that for everyone.
Mhm. Well, I think a lot of people
Everybody deserves that.
there's people that uh never had that.
Very
So
true.
because they never had that, they want to mess it up for everybody else.
Very true. We talked about that before too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about that. I think that that's an important conversation to continue to have, because we are living in a time now where there is a lot of division, and people are just, I'm seeing videos of people that are just spewing hate. It's just, oh God, it's sickening to watch. And sometimes I just can't take it. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's bad. It's bad. Um,
Yeah, but it's always been like that. It's
but
just the
people are
difference
just
is,
more out with it now.
well, it's because of the internet. People can get
Yeah.
their messages out to billions of people.
Yeah, and people are recording the hate,
Yeah.
and it's just like, gosh, it's just like, this is just,
It's just
ugh.
different. Like what caused division in 1997 or whatever was them showing the video of Rodney King getting beat up by the
Mhm.
police, right?
Yeah,
Now you can see 100 videos like that,
yeah,
in a second. You know.
yeah, but now it's just like, there was a video of a cop pulling like a girl out of her car, and she's parked in her driveway. It's like, what the heck is it? Like, she's on Facebook Live recording this cop doing this. It's just like, this is
Mhm.
crazy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with these police. I don't know what's going on with. I just don't know. It's like, I don't even. I'm gonna make sure if we ever get pulled over, I'm gonna have my phone recording or somebody in the car better have some recording.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, yeah, these cops are crooked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust cops.
As a side note, I was afraid to tell you this
Oh my gosh, don't tell me you got pulled over and got a ticket.
before because
Did you get a ticket?
no, I did not get a ticket.
Did you get pulled over?
I'll tell you now since I have my own car.
Oh my gosh.
So one day or one night, I was out with my girlfriend and we stopped at Walmart um to get something, I don't know. But we came back to the car and we were just sitting in the car for a little bit and I turned the lights out. We were just sitting in the parking lot for a few minutes. And then when we left, I forgot to turn my lights back on. So I was driving on the road without the lights on.
Oh gosh.
And then a few minutes later, I hear whoop 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 whoop, and it's a police.
Oh my
It's
god.
a police
Your
car.
thing something went off.
What? No, it's fine.
My thing went off.
What are you talking about?
I can't hear anything.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
My mic went off or something.
Your mic isn't off. I can hear you.
Like I had a short or something. Okay, go ahead.
Oh my god! You just completely interrupted the flow of the story.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It was
It's
my
fine.
headphones or something were like shorted out. Go ahead.
But yeah, I left the parking lot without turning the lights back on
You said woo woo.
and drove. Yeah, and I got so scared. I was so scared. Like I pulled over into this parking lot, and I was with my girlfriend. I was like, "What did I do? Like, why am I getting pulled over? What am I?" And I was freaking out. She's like, "Just calm down. It's okay. It's all right. Just calm down." I was so scared. And then they came up, and it was a woman. It was a woman police officer, so that I kind of felt more comfortable at that point because it was a woman. Um, but I was like, "What did I do? I have no idea what I did." And she's like, "Your lights aren't on." And I was
Oh
like,
my
"Are you
gosh,
serious?"
Tristan.
That's why I got pulled over. I forgot to turn the freaking headlights on. I couldn't believe it.
Do you have your driver's license and insurance card on you in the car?
Of course.
Do you have your registration to your car in there?
Yeah, of
Where's
course.
it at? In the glove box?
Yeah. Why?
And remember that if you ever need to reach over, like you get pulled over and you ever need to reach over, tell them everything you're doing before you do it.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, yeah, I've practiced that. In my head, at least. I've practiced that.
Just be saying, have your hands up here and be like, "Officer, can I reach over into my glove box and get you my car registration?"
Yeah.
So that you know. Yeah, and ask them if their body cam is on too, because some of them officers will be having their body cams on.
Yeah.
You have a right. You have a right as a citizen. Look up all of your rights as a citizen too. And make sure that tell them because they be acting like people don't know the law.
Yeah.
And boy, oh my God, the
Well,
last thing I ever need is because I don't trust these cops. I don't trust these cops.
Well, I was lucky. It was a pretty smooth and easy experience. She was a nice lady and just let us on our way. Just told us to keep the lights on because it was nighttime. It was dark.
Yeah. You could have had an accident or called somebody else to have an accident.
Yeah.
I could just see you, my baby. Oh my gosh!
I know. I was
you were
scared.
panicking.
I was
my gosh!
It's my girlfriend's trying to calm me down. I was freaking out. Internally, at least, I was scared.
No, I could just see it in your face.
Yeah.
Even now, you're all like, you're having like anxiety, like flashbacks or something. Oh my gosh, Tristan.
Yeah. But it was all right. It was she let us go. It wasn't a big deal or anything. It's not like I had anything illegal on me, so I shouldn't have been worrying that much, I guess. But
yeah, but you didn't know if it was a male cop though.
Yeah. Yeah, when I realized it was a lady, I felt a little more like
male cops be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Roll it in. What do you got in the car?" And they be looking at everything else. The male cops have be on an ego trip.
Yeah.
Power trip too. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, let's just segue into something else. 'Cause
Sorry.
that got me having secondary anxiety because of you. Now I'm telling. Oh my gosh. Don't tell mom. Don't tell mom.
I think I did tell her.
Did you? You didn't tell me?
I was.
Tell now. When did this? How many nights ago this happened?
It was as long as months ago.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe almost a year ago. Maybe.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't because you had your car.
Not a year ago.
You got this in my car?
Yes, I said it was in your car. That's why I didn't tell you. That's why I didn't want to tell you until now while I have my own car. Because I thought you might not let me use it anymore since I got pulled over. But yeah, it was a while ago. It was a long time ago. Yeah. It wasn't a big deal, though.
Almost,
get it- I didn't-
almost a year ago.
I didn't get it. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know exactly when it was, but it was a while ago. It was a long
He was
time.
probably like, "Don't." So then you and your grandmother keep secrets from me. Oh yeah, no, yes. So you and okay, no,
What?
all right. So
No,
after,
it was just because I was afraid to tell you because it was in your car. I got pulled over in your car. I wanted to keep using the car, so I wasn't going to tell you.
oh yeah. So I'm gonna be talking to grandma about this.
Oh my God. How do
Y'all-
you even know that I told her? Oh, did I say that I told her?
You just said I already told grandma.
Oh yeah. I think I told Johnny too.
So nobody told me.
Yeah.
No. So why did you not? So you.
I'm telling you now.
So
I mean,
oh,
because
okay.
it wasn't even really that big of a. It's not like I got a ticket or.
So
anything.
nobody told me. Everybody lied to me.
Lied. Lied. Nobody lied. It's not like you asked, did you get pulled over?
So everybody hid it from me.
It wasn't really even a big deal.
No, it makes me wonder what else have people hid? What else have you done or that everybody protected you from?
No, nothing. It was just that I didn't want, I didn't want you to take the car away because I got pulled
So
over.
you told Johnny but not me?
I think I did.
He's probably like, don't tell your mom. She'll freak out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm telling you now.
Well, okay.
I mean, I would have had to tell you if I got a ticket or.
Well, whatever.
something.
Doesn't matter. People just lie to me now.
Oh my god! Nobody lied. Oh my goodness. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. It's fine.
No. Okay. Just go ahead and talk about what.
Have you been pulled over in that car?
No, I'm not. We're not going. We're not. We're not deflecting.
What?
No, we're not.
No, I'm asking you a question.
No, I have not.
Oh. That's crazy. I might be the only one that's been pulled over in that
My
car.
feelings are hurt
Why?
because you hid something from me,
Oh my goodness. It's not like I got in trouble or anything.
and everybody else knew but me. I should have been the first person you told because it was my car.
I know. But I didn't, like I said, I wanted to keep using the car. I was afraid maybe you wouldn't let me
Have
use
I?
the
You've
car.
done worse. Have I ever not let you use the car?
No, you let me use it. Yeah, but I thought
Okay.
maybe you might not after that. Even though I shouldn't. I mean, again, it wasn't a big. It's not like I wrecked
Wow,
it.
that just says what you. Okay, we're not going to argue on the podcast. We'll save it for.
What do you mean? Argue about what? There's nothing to argue about.
So,
I'm
like-
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't tell you. I'm sorry.
And you've kept it from me this whole time.
I forgot about it until just now. Because again, it wasn't really that big of a deal.
So then you don't care.
What do you mean?
You don't care that you disrespected me then.
How did I disrespect you?
Because you lied to me this whole time.
I didn't.
You didn't tell me anything.
That's not lying.
You're just like, I'm not going to tell mom. I'm going to tell grandma. I'm going to tell Johnny. I'm not going to tell mom.
Yeah. But I told you just now, so I did tell you. I did tell you. What difference does it make if I told you then or now?
That's not that. It's just that everybody else knew but me.
Yeah.
That's that part.
I'm sorry.
Well, it'll take me a minute to forgive
Oh
you.
my goodness. Are you serious?
Yeah. I accept your apology, though.
Yeah, I apologize. I should have told you.
Mm. Okay. There was something else he wanted to
Oh
talk
my
about.
god. Oh, well, we went to see the new Final Destination movie.
Found a Destination Bloodlines.
Yeah, what did you think of the movie?
What did you think? I'm gonna make you answer first since you lied to me.
Oh my god. Honestly, I just thought it was meh. I thought it was just meh.
Meh.
Yeah. I
So
think
out of 10, how many stars? What's your rating out of 10?
maybe 5.
5 out of 10.
I mean, it was an okay story. The kills were pretty good, I think.
It had some good kills in it.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia. I just like the older ones more.
The first one is classic. Like, I don't know if you could ever beat the first Final Destination.
Yeah.
Even the second one was really good. I think the first 3 Final Destinations are the best.
Yeah. I think the third one might be my favorite.
The roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The third one. The first one and the third one I like the best, I think.
I don't remember the fourth one at all, but everybody hates on the fifth one. I loved the fifth
I love
one.
the fifth one.
Yeah.
Because it brought everything back around full circle.
Yeah.
To the first one. I loved it.
Yeah.
I really liked that one. I don't know
It was
why
really
people
good.
didn't like that one.
Yeah. And we actually went to go see that.
Yeah, in 3D.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah. All me, you, and Johnny did.
Yeah.
And we went to go. All 3 of us went to go.
Yeah,
see
that
it.
was like what 2012 or something.
Yeah.
I think when
Yeah,
that
I
came
think
out,
so. Yeah.
something
I
like
think
that.
we were in Springfield when we saw that.
Well, yeah. A long
Um,
time ago.
but yeah, I don't know. I liked. I mean, I liked the movie. I loved the kills in the movie. The one with the shard of glass. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but it's been
Yeah.
out for a couple weeks. But yeah, there's a scene in the movie where there's like a shard of glass where they're out in the backyard and they're barbecuing and everything, and like everybody's got a glass of water or something. Everybody's got a glass that they're drinking, and it's not everybody's glass is clear,
Yeah.
and it looks like they're drinking Sprite or something, or and you don't know whose piece of, like, if the whose
cup
glass
it's in.
it's in,
Yeah.
and so you're just kind of sitting there like, are they drinking it? And then people's chewing ice, but are they chewing ice or glass?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was. I thought that was kind of like, that was a good suspenseful moment for me.
Yeah.
I liked that. And then I knew that, like, the son was gonna, like, the oldest son, like Iris's son, was gonna die, but I just didn't know when.
I thought he was gonna live.
You know, I don't know. I knew he was gonna die. I knew he was gonna be like one
You're
of
talking about the guy with the piercings and the tattoo.
No, the dad.
The dad.
The dad, the uncle. The one that got his face chewed off by the lawnmower.
Oh yeah.
The dad.
Oh no, yeah, I knew he was gonna die.
Yeah.
But I thought the kid that was actually adopted. Or
Yes.
not adopted.
He is
wasn't
somebody
adopted,
else's
but-
dad. Was gonna
yeah.
live, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was
Because
gonna
he
live.
wasn't a part of the bloodline.
Yeah. But remember, she said, when you mess with death, things get messy.
Yeah.
Or whatever she said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say I do liked. Sorry, we're just spoiling it. Spoiler alert. I will say I do like how it ended. I actually do like the little twist they put on it.
Yeah.
It's so funny that, because basically they say the only way to end the cycle or whatever is you have to die,
Yes.
and then you can be brought back to life, and maybe you
Yes.
can live or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so, now that I think about it, so fun. Why did he just assume that she was dead? Isn't that crazy? He just assumed that she had died when she was underwater.
Yeah.
Remember? And
Yeah.
She was drowning, and they just assumed that she had died and come back to life. Like, why would you even assume that?
I don't know.
Like, it's so crazy. Like, it's not like she was like purple and cold.
No.
Turning cold, but they just assumed that she had died, so that they're like, oh, they're celebrating. Oh yeah, the cycle is done. No more death or whatever.
Yeah, because he had to use CPR on her.
Yeah.
That's why he thought that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she died.
No. Well, that's what the guy was telling him.
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah,
"This
that's yeah. I actually do love how
yeah,
they did that. And then you see the fear on their faces, like, I didn't die. Oh
yeah,
no, I didn't die.
yeah."
Yeah.
That was good.
And then they're killed brutally by a train.
Yes, which is interesting. By the logs. That is like a
Oh
throwback
yeah,
to the
yeah,
second one with has the truck that has the big logs on it,
yeah,
which I thought was interesting.
yeah,
Yeah. And I loved of course this was Tony Todd's final movie. And so I loved his like message that they allowed him like he ad-libbed,
hmm
when he talked about people living their life, basically and just being happy.
yeah.
And
And
he was
enjoying it, enjoying every second.
and never enjoying every second, yeah. So rest in peace to Tony Todd. He died. He passed away a while ago.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah. So I mean it was I'll give it, like a 7.5
Okay,
out of 10.
maybe a 6 actually, because I do like how it ended.
I did like how it ended. I knew, it was and it was so interesting because I thought that because when they kept talking about Iris, I was like, didn't she die? Because I was waiting for them to be like, I was waiting for like the whole, like for her, how when they have like the whole death scene at the beginning of the films, right? And then I was waiting for like the premonition to end, and then like we would walk through. I was like, it came later,
Mm-hmm.
like whenever she met Iris, and then she explained how everything happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then to come to find out that Tony Todd's character was the boy that
Was
was
a little boy.
saved
Yeah.
from that, and so you kind of get his backstory after
Mhm.
all these years.
Yeah.
So, um, so death eventually would come from him too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
It's
it's
so
so interesting. It was an interesting story.
yeah.
It's all connected.
It's so annoying though in these kind of movies when something is happening or someone knows something but nobody else believes them.
Yes.
It's like, what do you mean? Like
Yeah.
that part is so annoying.
And they all go through that. It's just like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And I could have sworn the part where the guy that had all of the piercings, the son that had all of the piercings,
Mm,
I could have sworn like he died in the fire.
yeah.
I was like, how did he get out of that? And so yeah, it has some pretty cool kills in it though.
Yeah, but the thing they
I
tell
did like
you
it.
about movies and TV shows is that if you don't see someone actually die on screen, then they probably didn't
It's
die.
like,
They're
yeah,
still alive.
that's very, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody believed her. Nobody believed the grandmother, and then nobody believed the daughter.
Even she didn't
Yeah.
believe her at first, even
yeah.
though she's confirming everything that she's seen in this freaking dream that
Yeah.
she's had.
Like
for
she
months.
basically had to step off the porch and die for her to see it,
Yeah.
for her to believe it.
Yeah.
Poor lady.
I
Step
know.
off of there and die. She's like, oh my gosh, I have to die now so she can believe it and then
Mhm.
save the family. So
Yeah.
It was very interesting. It was but I love the Final Destination franchise.
Yeah.
I love it from the very first one up to this one. I do like. The only one I don't think I liked was the racetrack one.
I don't remember that.
They were all at the racetrack, and I don't know if that was the fourth one. I think that was the fourth one. That might have been the one you were talking about. They were all at the racetrack, and I think the guy who played Forrest Bubba Gump or Bubba
Mhm.
in Forrest Gump, he played in that one.
I don't think I've seen the fourth
Yeah.
one.
They were all at the racetrack and they died. That was a good. I mean, like they had some good kills in that one too, but that was yeah. I think it was the fourth one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Now I want to go back and watch all the Final Destination
I
movies,
know.
like from the first one. I might do that for the Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was good though. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'll give it a 7.5. It was good.
I'll say 6.
I think the reason why I liked this one is because it had like a bloodline. It was like for a particular family. It had like
Yeah.
a family plot. It
Mhm.
wasn't just killing people that just got off of something. I think
Yeah,
that's
just
why
randomly.
that's why I liked this one better.
Mhm.
And it wasn't just like, oh, people got off a plane or they got off a roller coaster, and there wasn't like a connection. There was
Mhm.
like a family connection with this one.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about it. It had more of a backstory
It
and
was
plot
more of a
to it.
more of a structure,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
I liked that about this one.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah. I would recommend that people go see it. It's a good movie to go see over the weekend.
Yeah.
And it did have some, I think, decent reviews
Mhm.
for this one. So, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. It was all right.
And so you wanted to ask, like, what would be like, what was it like, the when you think about like how you would die, like kind of in like a scenario, like a Final Destination
Yeah.
scenario, like what would be the most terrifying way to die?
The most terrifying way to die?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably being burned alive.
Yeah. Like based off of the Final Destination films.
Oh.
When you think about it.
I don't know. I mean, I always think about it when I see a truck with logs on it.
Yeah.
Every time I see one, I always think about that.
Yeah.
Every single time.
The log one, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's a couple that I have. Like that the log one, but then I also think every time I ride a roller coaster.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. Did you think you were gonna die on Velocicoaster? You probably
I did. I was terrified.
He was.
I screamed the whole way. Tristan wanted to ride it so bad. He was like, "Mom, you can scream as loud as you want." I'm thinking, boy, I don't need your permission to scream. I'm gonna scream anyway. But the fact of the matter was, and I told Tristan this, when we were in line, and we weren't even halfway through the line yet. We hadn't even gotten to where they have all the cool like fake velociraptors and all that stuff in there in the line. But we were like in the beginning of the line, and they were like, "Well, there's going to be a longer wait."
Mhm. Oh yeah, 'cause they had to do like maintenance or something, was it?
They had to do maintenance on the roller. Do you know why they had to do maintenance on the roller coaster?
I don't remember.
Okay, so Mom told us this was after we got off because we didn't know,
Oh
because
yeah.
of course they didn't tell us why, because of course they don't want people to panic. So basically what it was is that the roller coaster did not have enough oomph to get over the top hat.
Mhm.
So basically what it did, what Mom told us, what she saw was that the car was going up with people in it and it couldn't get up and it rolled back.
Yeah.
And so basically, yeah, they were doing maintenance on that. They were doing maintenance on that. And I told Tristan, I was like, something's wrong. And I told you in the line, I said, something is wrong with the roller coaster.
She had a Final Destination
I
moment.
did. I did. I did. Like, didn't have premonition. But I told him, I said, something's wrong. I said, something is wrong with this roller coaster. And Tristan's like, he's like, no, there's not. It's fine, Mom. It's fine. I was like, no. I said, we are sitting here and they're saying this is going to be about 20-minute wait. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I said, something's wrong. And then we've come to find out. And even, it had Mom worried. It had Mom worried because she was like, she thought that we were on that
Mhm.
when she saw it go up. And I think it couldn't get over it, but she said it went up and then it came all the way back down. And she was scared because she thought we were on that car.
Yeah, but it's not like anything bad happened.
Do you know
to
how
the
high up
people.
that is? It doesn't matter. They don't have any. Here's the problem. So on Velocicoaster, they don't have any shoulder harnesses.
No, I thought it was a shoulder harness.
No,
wasn't
not
it?
on Velocicoaster. Boy,
I think it was.
what is wrong with you? Your memory is worse than mine.
I thought it was a pull down thing.
No, all they have is one little bar here, and it ain't even a full lap bar.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's what. And then your feet don't even touch the floor. That your feet are dangling a little bit. Because I was freaking out. I was like, my feet don't touch. My feet don't touch. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I freaked out, and yeah, and when Mom told us that roller coaster did the car did that, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I told Tristan, I said, something's wrong with this roller coaster.
Yeah, but it was fine. We rode it, It was fun. She was screaming the whole time.
Then I lost my voice for like 2 days,
Yeah.
2 or 3 days. I couldn't. I mean, I screamed the whole time from the moment that thing took off. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die.
Oh my god. That wouldn't happen.
I screamed and I cursed.
Yeah, I know. I remember and prayed.
I did pray, didn't I? I
Yeah.
was cursing and praying. I was like, oh my gosh, this is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly though, like how often is
But
it
then after it was over, I was like, and then I don't even think I talked after I got off of that thing. I just kept breathing. I was trying to catch my breath.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I thought it was fun.
It was fun,
Yeah.
but I was like, I don't know if I can do that again.
Of course you could.
Yeah, I can do it now that I know what it's like.
Yeah, you know what to expect.
I know what to expect, but oh my gosh, that was terrifying.
Yeah. Have you ever
That was.
puked on a ride?
No,
Never.
no.
Do you remember a long time ago when we went to the fair? And I don't know if I was there with you. I think I might have been there with you. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But some kid got off this ride like with this girl, and as they were getting off the ride, he just puked everywhere.
I think so.
He was there like with his
It
girlfriend.
was at
or
a
something. They were
fair.
like teenagers or something.
Is that a fair?
Yeah, he just puked everywhere.
I
It's so
so
embarrassing.
yeah, it's so interesting. Like I think I would trust the rides at Universal or Six Flags more than I would, but than I would fair rides.
Well, yeah, fairs and carnivals and stuff. They're not
Yeah.
being tested and
No.
as much.
And we would always ride that one ride. We rode it out here, the one that went around and then it went upside down.
Yeah,
And we said we would never ride that thing.
yeah,
again.
that one I didn't like.
I know.
I had a headache after that one.
It was spinning us, and I think I prayed on that one too. I said, "Oh, Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus, get me off of this thing, please."
Have you seen?
It was just terrible. Yeah.
Have you
I would
seen
never-
videos of the slingshot ride?
I have. So Johnny wants us to. Johnny, I think, would like to do the slingshot.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think my heart could take it.
It's so funny seeing videos of people
Yeah,
react.
I would probably faint on that. Like
So many people pass out. It's crazy.
yeah,
It's so crazy. They're screaming, ah, and then they pass out.
and then they wake up.
And they
and
wake
they're-
up screaming. It's so ridiculous.
That would be me. That would be me for sure. Like I could not not. That would be me. Yeah. Like
No.
Tristan.
Have you ever fainted on a ride?
That would be the first.
Oh, come on. I don't think you would.
Tristan. I'm older, honey. I can't do that stuff.
Yeah, but there's
anymore.
a lot of them are kids that I've seen that faint.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I think that's. I mean, how often have you fainted in your life?
Why would you want to be shot into the air and all you see is sky? That's all I see is sky.
It's fun. That's why. It's an adrenaline rush.
No, I don't trust that thing. No, thank you.
I think I would do it.
No, you're not.
I would ride it.
And you know why you're not doing it? Because as long as I'm alive, you're not.
Oh my goodness.
No.
I'm doing it.
No, you're not.
I think they have one. Where do they have? Where's
No.
the nearest one?
Tristan, no.
Is it in Daytona or something?
You're not doing it.
Why? What do you think? How many
don't-
people do you think have fallen out of those things?
I don't care. You're my son. You're my
God.
son, and you're not doing it.
I think I would be okay. We should do it together.
No,
Okay,
no.
then you have to do it with me to make sure
No.
I'm safe.
Oh, I gotta go with you.
Yeah, you gotta be there to make sure I'm okay.
Be like we're both gonna go. If we're gonna go, we're gonna go together.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Fine.
So then mom would be terrified. No. As long as your grandmother's alive, you are doing nothing that endangers your life.
Oh my! What? What do you
No,
mean? Nothing.
not voluntarily. No, you're not.
I drive every day. That
Well,
could endanger
I
your
know
life.
I know that, but it's us too. But you're not doing that slingshot. No, that's just ridiculous. No,
Oh my goodness.
this is how protective we are of him. He doesn't get to do anything.
I'm doing it.
No, you're not.
Whenever I get the
Ja-
chance to. I'm not going to actively seek it, but if I happen to be in the vicinity of a slingshot, I would like to try it.
No,
Little kids do it.
I don't care. I'm not their mother. I'm your mother.
Oh, yeah. That's true. You are my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're like crap. Can't do anything. No, I can't tell you not to, but oh my gosh, I would just be terrified of. I would just be.
It only lasts for like less than a
I
minute.
don't care. You're the way up there and freaking. Oh my gosh.
That would be crazy though if you just flung out of it. Got
Oh
flung
my
out.
gosh. See, he says that's why. That's why.
Okay, I'm
Because you
sorry.
say
I'm
things
sorry.
because you say things like that, and that's why I don't want you doing
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That wouldn't happen, obviously.
No, you can't just take it back.
What
Because it's
about
already in my mind.
what about bungee jumping?
No, you ain't doing that either.
Would you do bungee
No.
jumping?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. Nope. No. I ain't doing no bungee jumping. I ain't doing no John.
Skydiving?
No, we saw somebody. It looked like they were. It looked like they had done skydiving. They were coming down with the parachute. We were coming home from church today, and Johnny goes, "Well, I want to do that." He's like, "Shantae, we need to do that." I said, "No, we're not." And I said, "I am not jumping out of a plane."
Yeah, I don't feel the need to do that.
No, I get adrenaline from other things.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't need to jump out of a plane.
Yeah, I don't feel the need to do that. There's people that
No.
are jumping out of planes for like actual reasons out there, fighting wars and stuff.
Yeah, I don't need
I don't need
right,
to,
I don't need to do
I don't
that.
need to do that.
If I wanted to do that, I would have joined the Marines a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need to. Years and years ago, I would have joined the Marines and went into the service if I wanted to jump out of planes into the ocean.
Yeah. Well, you
I'm
wouldn't be
good.
jumping into the ocean if
Well,
you're
no,
scared.
no, like John. I'm not Johnny. Your cousin Andre did that when he was in
Oh
the
yeah.
Marines.
Yeah.
Yes, they did basic training.
Mhm.
They did stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you had to. But no, thank you.
I have to show you this video. There's this guy that's popular, or at least he was popular, like on the internet on TikTok,
Hmm.
and basically they go up in hot air balloons, like really high up,
Yeah.
and he has a parachute strapped to him, and but just wearing like a regular outfit. He doesn't have like a whole suit on or anything. It's just like a backpack, and he drops down and hangs on the edge of the hot air balloon, like on the wooden like base of it, and then just lets go and falls back.
No, crazy.
I gotta show you that.
He's
when we're
crazy.
done.
No.
He does it a bunch. Done it a bunch of times.
No, people are cuckoo.
Yeah, people
No.
are cuckoo. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
People are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
Now, like, I get it. Like, if people have, other things, like, there's nothing wrong with being an adrenaline junkie.
Well, it depends on
don't-
how you're getting it.
But yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, do it. Take healthy risk. Don't just no. Like I said, a roller coaster is about as much of an adrenaline rush as I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
But it depends on what the roller coaster looks like. Like, it took everything in me. Like, I pretty much had to hype myself up to get on Velocicoaster. I really did. Tristan's like, "Are you ready, Mom?" I was like, I just don't know if I can do it. He's like, "Come on, Mom, you can do this." I was like, I don't think I can.
Yeah, but you did it though. You did.
Even when we were in line, I was just like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die." He's like, "No, you're not, Mom." I was like, "The thing is gonna fling me over into the water,"
Oh my goodness.
and it didn't. But
No.
it really felt like it.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
But it's not like it's not okay. It's not okay. But I would like to know what it's like to ride it at night.
Oh, that would be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I've never ridden a roller coaster in the dark.
I have.
Actually, I did
I have.
at a carnival or something, but it was painful. It sucked. Roller coasters at carnivals and
Are the
fairs
worst.
suck. They're just pain. They just hurt.
Yeah, they're like,
Like,
pow, 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 pow,
yeah, they're
pow,
so janky and
they're the worst. They're like pow, pow, pow,
yeah,
pow, pow,
they're
pow,
horrible.
pow, 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 pow. That's what it feels like. It's just like you're in this tin can.
Yeah,
Like, it's the most ridiculous thing ever.
yeah.
And yeah, just I don't know. I don't trust fair rides. I'm at the age now where I'll still ride them, but only certain ones.
Yeah,
They
not
just
roller-
don't. They don't feel good anymore.
Yeah,
to
not
me.
the roller coaster.
I think we go to fairs just to eat now.
Yeah.
I don't even go to
funnel cakes and corn dogs and
yeah,
Yeah.
cheese fries.
yeah.
I think, what did we ride the last time we were there? We rode like what they call the Rush Street Flyer at Six Flags, but there's a, you know, the janky version at the carnival.
Yeah.
And it's like, and kind of fun, but then you hear pop, clank.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, you can stop. You can stop now.
Yeah. They're not getting oiled as much as the
Yeah,
ones at
the ones
Six
at Six
Flags
Flags
and wherever else.
that
Yeah.
have safety standards that they have to comply with, right?
Yeah.
So,
Plus, the people that are working at a fair are all junkies and drug addicts.
yeah,
Just people that needed a
Probably.
job for a week.
yeah, yeah. They
know?
just, yeah, yeah.
I know
Unfortunately,
that's a stereotype, but I think that's true in a lot of like
Yeah. And they're-
carnivals and fairs.
and they're
stuff.
usually, trying to talk to the 14, 15-year-old girls.
Yeah.
That,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll hire anybody at those
Yeah.
places.
yeah. And they be trying to dress all nice. You ever see how they dress in their little carnival uniforms
Yeah.
with their sunglasses on and
Uh-huh.
stuff? They be trying to look cute for the teenage girls.
Mm-hmm.
That's so bad. I shouldn't say
That's
that.
gross.
I really shouldn't have said that, but it is really true. Though.
Yeah.
They do that. I observe people
Mm-hmm.
when I'm out, and that's just what I have seen
Yeah.
at the carnivals, and
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
happens.
oh my gosh, they're over there trying to hit on them girls,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh honey, don't go with them. Don't wait for them after the carnival. They gonna try to get you drunk or strung out on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, take advantage
Mm-hmm.
because it's coming up on that season.
What, the drugging season?
No, the carnival
Oh.
season.
Oh. Oh.
The carnival
I
season.
thought you meant like
Not the drugging
I thought-
season.
I
That
thought-
goes on all the
I
time.
thought you meant like the season for predatory behavior.
Oh my gosh, that happens all the time. That happens all the time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, like, July, August, they have the carnivals and stuff out here. So,
Yeah.
just kind of people need to be careful. So I'm just all I'm saying.
Be careful at the carnival.
I wanted to go to Universal this year, but I just don't know when.
Yeah.
I know Tristan wants to do a Halloween Horror Nights. We might have to do that.
Well, I already told you I'm going to Busch Gardens
You're not.
for their Halloween thing. Yeah.
Well, just be careful. I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah. She freaked out when I showed her the Iron Beast.
You're not riding that. Don't ride that, Tristan. Please, if you love me.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
Well, thank God your girlfriend doesn't like roller coasters. Just don't ride it.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Tristan,
We'll see what happens. Mom, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. Anything can happen.
It'll be fine. I promise. I'll come back in one piece.
Oh, so I have decided that we're taking a trip to New York next year.
Really?
Labor Day.
Wow. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. So put in your time now at work. You know how Walmart is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd need to.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would just. Yeah, I think we should not wait till winter. I think we should do it like Labor Day.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's still nice.
Mm-hmm.
Still nice weather. It's not freezing cold.
Yeah.
We don't have to do Christmas there.
That would be fun, though, if we did. It would be. Christmas in New York.
You really want to do Christmas?
I just think it'd be a cool thing to experience.
That's what you want to do? Do you really? Because it's what you want. Do you want to do Christmas there?
I'm not saying I'd want to, but I'm saying it would be cool.
Do you want to?
I don't know.
I have the most indecisive kid. This
I
is
don't
ridiculous.
know. I haven't thought. I haven't
what-
thought about going to New York at all.
You
Well, I'm
wanted
saying-
to. That's the only reason why I'm doing it.
Really?
Wow.
I thought no. You said you wanted to go to New York. I said it
No,
would be.
we-
Cool. It would be cool to experience.
We are going.
It would
you
be-
want it. Oh my gosh! Never.
What?
What am I gonna do with you?
What do you mean? I have said it would be cool to go to New York, especially during Christmas. Yeah.
Do you have memory loss or what?
No, I don't think so.
You have said you wanted to go do something, and we plan it, and we talk about it, and like when we want to go, what we want to do, and then you're like, well, and then I'm like, okay, well, we're planning it because you wanted to go, and then you're like, oh, you were planning it because I wanted to do it. Oh, well, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, kid.
Well, if I said it, I probably didn't mean like seriously, like that we would actually go. But if we're actually gonna
no,
go,
no.
what?
You don't tell me anything for almost a year.
Oh my
Now
god!
you don't want to do New York with me.
I didn't
Fine.
say that. I would love to. That'd be awesome.
No, I'm not taking you. Me and Johnny are going.
Oh my goodness!
You're off the list.
Off the list.
Yeah. You're off my guest list.
Wow.
Because you
What
don't
can I
care.
say? What do you mean? I said I would love to go to New York.
No, you don't even remember us talking about it. He really don't
Oh, I
remember us
do.
talking
I do
about
remember. I do remember you saying something about it.
it.
Yeah.
You brought it up the first time.
I didn't know I did that.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was. I thought it was. I thought it was all your idea.
Oh, my Lord.
But that would be honestly. That would be amazing.
You brought
just-
it up.
It's just the only thing I'm worried about is driving there because it looks.
We're not driving there.
I'm talking about in the city driving.
You don't
through the
have to
city.
drive in the city.
Well, that's true. We could.
You don't have
could
to
take
drive
the-
in the city.
We could take the subway, I guess.
Take the subway. You can take a taxi.
Some nasty things happen in those subways.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to take the. We don't have to drive, honey.
Yeah, that's true. Because the traffic there is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Can walk.
Yeah, and hope we don't get mugged.
Oh my
we'll have
gosh.
to. We'll have to bring some weapons for sure.
Oh, we can't.
Although you
bring-
can't. They don't really like weapons in New York, like legally.
You can't take anything because we're flying there. What are you talking about?
I'm saying we'll have to get something on the on the street.
Oh my gosh, this kid.
We'll have to get something on the
You
street.
don't have to get anything.
Yeah, pepper spray at least.
No, you don't. We'll be fine.
I don't know.
We'll be fine. It's all in where you stay there. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but they're everywhere.
Oh my god. Well, we'll be fine because I definitely want to take in a Broadway show and just have a good time.
That would be really cool. Yeah.
I want to go to a Broadway show. That's
Yeah.
that is on my bucket list. I have to mark it off my bucket list. I have to.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I have to do that. I have to go see a Broadway play.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful.
Yes. That could be like, this is off my bucket list. All right, now on to California. California will be the following year.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
God willing, yes. I don't know where in California, but
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, so many places you could go.
Not Los Angeles. Like not like I don't want to do like the Hollywood Walk of Fame and all that. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to go on no tours of the Beverly Hills and see their houses. I don't want to do that. I want
That would be cool though.
I want to enjoy myself.
Although there is poop everywhere in
Yeah.
Los Angeles
I don't want to go see
and
that.
San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I mean, Venice Beach might be nice, but I don't know. I don't know. I want to go where I want to see the pretty side of California.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't, yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will. So,
Yeah.
any last words before we wrap up the podcast today? We kind of rambled a little bit, but it's okay. A little bit. We talked about a little bit of everything.
Just remember to turn your lights on, turn your headlights on in your car.
Especially when you're driving your parents' car.
Yeah, especially that. It's so great because you have automatic lights too.
Why'd you
And I
turn
didn't-
them off? What were you doing in my car?
We were just sitting in the car.
You guys were making out in my car.
No, we weren't even doing anything. I swear to God, we were just talking. I
Mm.
swear, we literally were just in the car, in the parking lot, a filled parking lot.
But if
just
even if
talking.
you have automatic lights in the car, if you turn them off manually, they're not going to pop back on. There's an auto light thing.
Yeah, I still sometimes forget to turn my lights on in my car, and
Battery's
I
going to
don't
go
have-
dead. You're draining your battery.
No, I don't leave them on. I'm saying I forget to turn them on sometimes for like a minute. Then I'll remember. oh, I got to do this because I don't have automatic lights. So I don't forget to turn them off. No.
I'm just so happy you have your own car.
Me too.
It took us forever to get you to get a car.
Me too.
I don't know why it took you so long. It's like a baby bird when you got to kick him out of the nest. We are not kicking him out of the house, but it's just like, go get a car.
Yeah.
Took you forever.
Well, I have one, so.
I know. I'm happy for you too.
Yeah, me too.
He still hasn't let me drive it.
I would.
I would, but you're gonna let Johnny go drive it.
Well, it's out of necessity.
Necessity.
Yeah.
Well, I necessarily need to go drive your car around the block.
Whatever. Maybe. Yeah.
I need to go to Publix.
Well, you have a car.
No, I want to take your car. I want to take your car.
I'll let you drive it.
By myself? There's your answer right
This
there.
has been episode 55. This has been episode 55 of the Tay and Tristan Hour.
Wow.
No, I'd let you drive it.
Wow.
I'd let you
No,
drive
go
it by
ahead to the outro. We're done. We are done.
I'll let
today.
you drive it by yourself. Yeah, I was just joking.
I'm done with you today. I'm done with you today. Man, I'm telling you, my headphones are.
Just leave it. Just leave it alone. It's over. So, yeah, be sure to go follow us on all of our social media sites, Instagram, TikTok, Tay and Tristan Hour.
No. What?
What is it?
Are you talking about the Instagram?
Yeah, I don't know the names of any of them.
It's Tay and Tristan _podcast. That's our Instagram page.
Mm-hmm.
And then our TikTok page is the Tay and Tristan Hour podcast. And we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, be sure to like.
iHeart Music.
Yeah, Amazon Music.
Yes, even though Tristan's like nobody listens to that.
Yeah,
but
nobody
of course.
uses that.
Okay, well,
probably.
it's
I
still,
don't know.
It's still on there.
Yeah.
I think we're on every.
Yeah, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Just search in the Tay and Tristan Hour. Definitely set notifications on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, share our content on YouTube. Yeah, and just thanks to everybody who is tuning in to our content and watching our podcast. We do appreciate it. And just don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So
Yeah.
thanks, you guys. We appreciate everybody that still continues to watch our content after we've been doing this for a year. So I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
people like it. So
Thanks, guys.
thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Bye.